What up, fantasy football fans? It's your boys. We're back. Doing something different. Um, Tight end position, one of the key positions of your fantasy football team, but we're not going to focus on the big names, the Travis Kelce's and Dallas Goddard's, Mark Andrews. We know those guys. We know if you're getting one of those guys early, you're lucky, I would say. You don't have to worry about it. But some of us don't go early on tight ends, and we have to go and scavenge and figure out who to take a gamble on.
Or we get a shitty draft position and we're not able to go on.
Yes, hey, I feel that. So we're gonna give you each two names that to look at. Maybe you can draft very late. Maybe they don't even get drafted. You can just pick them up in your league on depending on what league you are in. Of course, we go off of PPR most of the time, so don't come in here being like, this guy sucks in standard. Yes, we get it. It's different scoring system, right? All right, Caleb, who you got first?
First, I'm gonna go with our new hometown player, Dalton Schultz. Last year on the shitty ass Cowboys with Dak throwing all them picks and not enough touchdowns, he had 57 receptions for 577 yards, with the longest one being 30 yards for 5 touchdowns. Which being on the shitty ass Cowboys and putting up numbers like that is actually somewhat decent when your name's not CeeDee Lamb. So, yeah, I think on the Texans this year, he's probably going to be one of the biggest assets on the receiving core that they have this year, other than Tank Dale probably, and maybe Nico Collins and hopefully Mitchie. But I think he's going to get a lot of red zone work more than anything. So he's going to have some. He's going to have a lot of touchdowns to produce this year. But in PPR, I think he's also going to give you a lot of extra reception scores. So as long as he can stay healthy, I think he's going to be a pretty good asset.
Yeah, I mean, looking at luckily we're right here with the Texans, so
Yeah,
seeing how much CJ likes him and trusts him, it's also a very good thing to see that
yeah,
connection that they're building. With my favorite word, security blanket.
yeah.
um, my first one, I'll start with. I was gonna go with the veteran first, but I'll go with my rookie first. Sam Laporta for the Detroit Lions. As we know, there was a big hole that was left once Detroit traded their really, really good tight end in
Yeah.
TJ, which kind of shocked people.
Yeah, I was so mad when that happened.
Looking at a guy that is going to pretty much be the starter, they've already said that you saw his numbers in Utah. He pretty much shattered all of the numbers there. They drafted him in the second round, 34th overall pick. Dude, 6'3", 245 pounds. And the coaches have already said that this guy, yes, he's making rookie mistakes. He's going to make them, but they're going to play him and put him in adversity so he can be the starter and the tight end there. And we saw what that offense did last year with Amron, well, Swift gone now,
Yeah.
but the thing is, I do feel that at some point, I mean, because one, he has great blocking, so he's going to stay in the game. His catching abilities, his route running, everything that he's good at in there. And right now, they have him ranked at 17th in
Hmm.
tight ends, around there, floating around there, and all that stuff. So I do feel that I'm not saying he's going to be top 10 tight end, but I mean, you can get a top 12, top 15 for, and most of the drafts he's not even being drafted in. Depending on also how other tight ends above him do, who knows? We'll have to see because with the offense the way that it's running and probably the best team in that division, um, I would take a gamble at least if you there's other players out there that you don't want like a Cole Kmet or somebody of that nature. Yeah, go and take a look at Sam Laporta. The rookie might be surprising some people.
Yeah, and it's like you said, Detroit definitely lost a really big leg last year when they let go of Hawkinson, and I think this year they're gonna have to try and figure out some more red zone stuff since they don't have Swift there anymore. But they got rookie running back over there that should be pretty good. So yeah, I think that's honestly a great pick, and I'm stoked to see what he does because, like you said, he's coming in as the starter.
Yeah.
So who do you have for your second one?
My second pick, going with the veteran, the Hayden Hurts, Carolina Panthers. Um, I would tread with caution, of course, because that O line is atrocious. But looking at how the it should play out with a young Bryce Young and everything, how he's looking at him. They paid Hayden to be the starter
Yeah,
tight end. That's so there's that. But also looking at the other catchers around them. I mean, I get Adam Thielen gets praised for what he did in the Vikings, but it's a different team. You have a few receivers that are not, I guess, proven enough in the catching with DJ Chark and Terrence Williams. So for me, as Hayden Hurts is, he's a viable option for Bryce. My keyword security blanket protects him and all that stuff. But I do think like he's number two at least from what it seems like behind Adam Thielen on targets. So depending on DJ Chark or Thielen, Hayden Hurts looks to arguably be the number two option over there for him from what we've been seeing in preseason and everything. Um, he has a early bye week 7, so it's kind of a little hurt if not. But if you can get him, I mean, he's fallen down to rank 16, so he's out of the top 12. But if he's number two on that team, and we all think Bryce is that guy, I mean, he could sneak in a few. I would say I put him about 13, 12.
so okay. So for my second one, I'm gonna go with the rookie sensation, the other Dalton Kincaid. Uh, he's on the Bills. You know, last year in Utah, he put up 70 receptions for 890 yards with 8 touchdowns. You know, that's college. It's different from the pros, but Josh Allen has proven that he loves his tight ends. And we've seen what happens with him and Dawson Knox. And from the way it's looking right now, he might not be able to take the job from Dawson Knox immediately, but they're going to be playing two tight ends, and he's going to be more of a slot receiver, they've said. And as we've seen, slot receivers at tight ends usually do really good work. So I'm predicting that he's going to have a really good season over there with Mr. Allen since he's not a running back. So everything should be fine since he's receiving from him. Because we all know at the Bills, if your name's not Josh Allen, then you're probably not going to get that many touches as a runner.
Yeah.
Uh, but but yeah, I'm predicting that he's going to be a pretty good asset over there. And from my personal experience as a Dawson Knox owner before, there's quite a few injuries that come and attack that guy. So with Dalton Kincaid over there, I know he didn't work out at the combine or anything because of some fractures in his back, but I think everything should be fine. And I'm predicting him to have a pretty big year this year. He's also looking at being the tight end number 11 at the current standings, which is above Dawson Knox. He's owned in 60% of leagues, and Dawson Knox is only owned in 34%. So all the numbers are lining up to say that Dalton Kincaid should be one of the top tight ends by the end of the season.
And I think also like you said it best, like with the injury bugs, especially happening in these tight end positions,
Yeah.
it's good to have a backup, even if you don't want one. I mean, if one of these guys doesn't get drafted, I mean, what's the last pick of your draft? You might as, I mean, get some insurance.
Yeah.
Me being a Mark Andrews owner last year, I figured that out, and Dallas Goddard owner, both of them got injured a lot, and I didn't have anybody on my bench. I think I flirted with Gerald Everett for a bit.
Yeah.
So he got hurt, and then it was fun. Yeah,
Yeah. And he also doesn't have a bye week till week 13. So if he's putting up big production, you've got a long time to secure your spot into your uh, league playoffs with him before he takes a bye week. So yeah, I'm all signs on for for Dalton Kincaid, my man. I actually just picked him up in our league that we have a second ago.
yeah. Pick Laporta up.
Yeah.
Get you Cole Kmet. Yeah.
So
Um,
should be a fun season. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, fantasy people, good luck in your drafts. If you've already drafted, hopefully your picks do not get hurt. There's a lot of injuries going around in preseason.
Yep.
Um, wish all the best. Make sure you like, subscribe for more fantasy football content. We got you covered. You can always join us Sunday mornings, 8 in the mornings. We'll be here bright and early with our monkey coffee, give you all of the stuff, help you out with your lineups on DraftKings, FanDuel, all of the fun stuff going on. And if you want to buy some monkey cold coffee, use our code.
Buy you 10 at checkout, save you 10%.
I said I'll put the link in the description. Y'all can check them out. Check out our shorts. Check out our rest of our videos. We'll be doing a lot more content as the weeks roll on. Y'all be safe out there. We out.
Later.
How much I'm working for this? I swear my dreams are too important.